Greetings. Elder Blacklight once again on the subject of questions to ask the Caucasian, preferably in your colleges, in your high schools, in your Congress. The money that we can use to fix up the inner cities, the highways, the streets, the roads, rewire the grid from the electrical system, and you ever stop to think, if they are expecting World War III, why we don't have there should be a bomb shelter in every house, or several bomb shelters in every city. So the money that they send to Israel, the billions of dollars that they send to Israel every day, is equivalent to fixing up the inner cities, even the rural uh, countrysides. So they say they can't find the money to fix the roads here in Detroit. And they want to charge more taxes because they want to keep sending money to Israel and not fix up the roads here unless you pay higher taxes. So ask them why you can't fix up the inner city, the streets. Bridges be falling down on people, you know. Here in Detroit, over on the East Grand Boulevard, overhead bridge that used to be part of a car factory. I think it was Etzel or something. Fell in. Good thing nobody was on the street, or been some deaths. But yet still they got money to send to Israel. Something is not right. So ask your congressman. Ask your mayor why your streets can't be fixed and bridges can't be fixed. Overpasses on the expressway can't be fixed. They're making enough money. So another question to ask the Caucasian. Why did he fight the Indian and move the Indian on reservations and had us, the Negro, so-called Negro, to build up his country, to also fight in wars, and we don't get no reparations. Ask the congressmen why they get off the gold standard, and how did the Federal Reserve take over the money system. See, while y'all arguing with each other over beefing over these petty con men, these petty hustlers, the big con man is still not giving you nothing. You know, you can't wait to get a new car. When you're a teenager, you can't wait to get your driver's license. You can't wait to do this and that and the other. Do you know that there are countries where it don't cost you nothing to stay, to live? You don't have to have insurance to go to the hospital. It's paid for by the government. This is over in was over in Libya, up under Gaddafi. He was Islamic Muslim, and he found the oasis, a water source, or he was bringing water to the desert. He's using gold, and he was using gold. He was as a currency, and as money, and he was trying to unite the Africans to have a United States of Africa. See, Islam, I'm talking about true Islam. I don't know about these guys over here that call themselves Muslims that's operating up on a capitalistic system. Don't charge interest. And if they call themselves a Christian nation, even the Bible is against usury and taxes. Previous video, I said Jesus had a beef against the Romans. And one of his 12 disciples was a tax collector. Jesus talked him out of being a tax collector. He said, it's the devil's work, man. But yet still, when you go to a preacher tell you Jesus was in favor of taxes. Because Jesus made a statement, give Caesar what belongs unto Caesar, and give to God what belongs to God. And that was a statement to these two agents of the government trying to trap Jesus into sending Jesus to jail. Did Jesus pay taxes? You ever heard of Jesus paying taxes? He went into the temples and whipped the money changers out the temple. That would be all your preachers with these mega churches with mansions If Jesus was not living in today's times, he would go into them churches and whip them preachers out of them churches and turn over their tables. So next time you go to your church, mega church, ask your pastor, your preacher, would Jesus approve of you collecting money? See, when Jesus said tithe, that don't mean collecting money. That means do a good deed to somebody. If you just take a little time out from your daily routine and do some charitable work, that's the kind of tithing he was talking about. Sometimes it do mean helping Miss Jones pay the light bill. But do your church do that on a regular basis? A church could let the whole neighborhood fall down rotten. Church will still be standing. So ask your preacher that. I'm talking about the Pope. Ask him that. Ask them why they got wars all over the planet if you're supposed to be for peace. Why the Pope can't stop wars? Ask them that. Why you can't stop war, Pope? Since you Christian, it's supposed to be a Christian country. Because church and state don't mix, huh? Well, then why they always say a prayer in the Congress? See, all this a con game, man. This is black light.